Yo, what it do, my people? What it is? This is what's happening on Sunday, and your boy is back. And you know, I bought some of these fucking dope indies with me, so let's not waste too much time and let's go and hop up into it. Alright, yo, so we're starting out with a bang, yo, because this first one I got for you is really dope. Now, this game is called Moros Protocol. Now, this is developed by Pixel Rain. Now, Moros Protocol is a first-person shooter that blends fast-paced combat of the classic 90s and early 2000s first-person shooter games. Now, you wake up aboard the Orpheus, a derelict warship lost in space and crawling with horrors. No memory, no allies, only the instinct to fight and a voice urging you forward. Now, the ship shifts around you, the enemies never stop, and survival means battling through blood-soaked corridors to uncover what lies ahead. Now, this game is set in a haunting low-poly world with crunchy pixel textures, where you battle relentless enemies and towering nightmares in a brutal test of skill and willpower. With procedurally generated levels, oh yo, that's fucking cool. Evolving threats and intense action, survival is never guaranteed. Now, this ship is a war zone. The enemies are endless, the odds are always against you, and you may be outnumbered, but you're not outmatched. Now, death is only the beginning. Now, it seems like you're gonna die a lot in this game. It's a roguelike, so you're probably gonna die a lot in this game. Now, you learn, upgrade, and push further into the unknown. Each run is shaped by a combination of handcrafted environments and procedural generation. Like, yo, look at how cool this fucking game looks, man. Like this shit looks so fucking dope. The environment, the atmosphere, the pixel art, the gameplay, it just all looks perfect, yo. It just all looks fucking perfect. I don't want to get too hyped just yet. I don't want to use the word perfect. Let's say it really looks good. It looks really damn good. Now, it's not out just yet though. There's a planned release for sometime in Q3 this year. But for now, there is a demo out on Steam, so go on head over to Steam and check this game out. Yo, this shit looks really cool, and make sure you show Pixel Rain some love. Alright, so the second game I got for you is a game called Phase Zero. Now, this is developed by Spinner Studio. I like that. And this is a third-person, fixed-camera, 90s-inspired survival horror game where you play as two unlikely survivors, Mary and Guy. And no, not just a guy. His name is actually Guy, like G-U-Y, yes. Now, you're in the town of Flint Peak, a post-industrial harbor town in the middle of nowhere. It's 1994 and a relentless snowstorm looms on the horizon. To make matters worse, a mysterious illness is spreading rapidly, leaving most of the town residents grotesquely changed. Now, caught in the chaos are your two protagonists using whatever they can to salvage and survive the night. Will you be able to uncover the truth before the break of dawn? Well, that kind of depends on you, bro. That depends on if you're gonna, make it through to the end of the game. At least I hope so. At least I hope they find out the truth. Now, you're dealing with grotesque, cancerous monsters that are crawling through the alleys of Flint Peak. Tissue overgrown walls of buildings and meat bursting through pipes. Bro. Like that gives me the chills. That sounds gross. Empty husk of human skin fill the streets. What the fuck? Now, will you fight or will you escape? Jesus, I hope they get out of here. But man, this game looks really cool. You know, it reminds me of the PS1 days of being scared of that camera shifting and something scaring the hell out of me because I didn't see it around the corner. You know, having a fixed camera just makes things a little bit more creepy sometimes. So I dig it. I fucks with it. The environment looks really creepy, but yo, saying meat bursts out of pipes that shit might be too gross for me, yo. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm playing through Control right now for the first time, and they have these sections where this gross, meaty sludge is in the pipes, and it gives me the fucking chills, bruh. Because it's so fucking gross sometimes, and you just hear the sound of just... that shit, I don't know, it's just fucking gross. But look, either way, I still want to check this game out, and I think you should too. Now, unfortunately, there hasn't been a planned release date just yet, but there is a demo out on Steam, so you go head over to Steam, go check out the demo, and show Spinner Studio some love. Alright, so the third game I got for you is a game called Age of Brass, and this is developed by Resident, and this is a side-scrolling shooter that looks really fucking dope, man. Like, it reminds me of the likes of Contra or Valfaris or Metal Slug. Like, it reminds me of that lane of games. And there's not too much info available for this game just yet, but I wanted to showcase it because it looks like it's really gonna be good. Now, from the trailers and the gameplay that I've watched, it looks like you never stop shooting. I mean, like, ever. Now, it looks like the more you shoot things and up your kill streak, the bullet chain forms some sort of like a shield around you that can be used to damage enemies and things like that. I don't know, but the shit looks cool, bruh. I mean, I'm just speculating right now, but you know, again, there's not too much info on it just yet, but the art direction does look amazing. The enemies and bosses all have unique looks, and the gameplay looks fluent as a motherfucker. Now, the one thing I may wonder about is the character you're playing as being so big. You know, you may not have much room for error, but hey, I'm sure there's a reason for that. I also like how the character floats when they jump. You know, even though they look really heavy, kind of reminds me like a Big Daddy from BioShock. I don't know. Look, I'm just going off what I can see. Again, there's not too much info on it, but this shit looks really fucking cool, man. Like, this game looks really fucking good. Now, there hasn't been any release date information about this game just yet, but there is an alpha build of the first stage on itch.io, so go ahead over there and check out that first stage, yo. This game looks really cool, and make sure you show residents some love. Alright, so the last game I got for you is a game called Pizza Kid with 2 Ds, and this is developed by Kid Games with 2 Ds. Now, Pizza Kid is a 2D side-scrolling beat-em-up that takes place in a world on the brink of destruction where one unlikely hero steps forward, Kid, with 2 Ds. Now, Kid is a young martial artist as swift with punches and kicks as he is with delivering your pizza. Now, he's humanity's last hope. Now, Pizza Kid pulses with spirit and edginess of 90s anime and the grit of classic arcade brawlers of the same era, blending beautifully detailed 16-bit pixel art with fast-paced responsive combat. Now, this just isn't another indie game. It's an electrifying homage to a golden era crafted with love and modern flair to keep things feeling fresh yet familiar. Now, there is this bad guy you're going after named Santos, who's this sinister architect behind the city's destruction. Now, he's commanding an army of nightmares. Creepy creature clones, zombified scarecrow ninjas that strike without warning, drone bots that patrol the gates, and towering monstrous behemoths that crush everything in their path. Now, the streets are crawling with terror, but it's Kid's mission to clear and recover 8 sacred seed stones. Then you gotta harness the power of these stones and put the end to Santos's reign of madness. And for the gameplay, there's fast responsive attacks, air juggling, and long chain combos for intense gameplay. I like that. For my beat 'em ups, I love, air juggling and chaining combos together. That's my type of shit. That's probably why I like Mortal Kombat, but either way, that's my type of shit. Now, with the art style, there's hand-drawn 16-bit comic style pixel art with detailed stages, big character sprites, and explosive effects. Yo, this game looks really fucking dope, yo. I love my beat 'em ups. I'm always gonna have a soft spot for beat 'em ups because Streets of Rage was one of the first games I fell in love with. So I'm always gonna have a soft spot for beat 'em ups, and I'm always gonna check them out. And at least for the soundtrack, they say that they have a arcade crunch sound design, so a satisfying impact with every hit. Gonna love that. And an epic soundtrack by Kevin Ripley. Yo, shout out to Kevin Ripley, yo. I'm ready to hear the soundtrack because I love the music of Streets of Rage and all the beat 'em ups that I play. I love the music. The music makes a beat 'em up. I swear it does. Now, there's no release date just yet for this game, but there is a demo out on Steam. So go ahead over to Steam, check the demo out, and show Kid Games some love. Alright, my fine people. It looks like that's all your boy got for you this week, and I'll be back next week with some more indies for you. Peace.